Hi guys, right now I'm with Alex and Jeff for a very, very special video today. Very special interview. Because last time when they were together on the set for a Q&A, people loved it so much that I couldn't help but have you two together for this question, as I'm going to ask you...
You're looking for trouble.
Yeah, she's definitely looking for trouble.
Basically, this is it.
You love chaos. That's the thing, man. It's so funny. You know, the thing is, I don't know.
But I can't believe, I can't believe you're even trying to blame me. That's because of you. I wasn't like that before I met you.
That's
Yeah,
wrong.
oh no, you never been into Bad Boys before?
No.
Yeah,
No.
It's like you're smiling.
No, I was a very good little girl in private college and everything, having good grades and...
Yeah, I've been with a girl who was like going to like one cool private college, and let me tell you, it's I'm still consulting professionals.
I'm sorry for yourself. But yeah, because now we want to know about all these little stories that happen in Japan but that we haven't heard of yet.
Wow.
The real stuff.
Well, I think that we need to talk about food, and it means that we need to talk about YB. Yeah.
What happened with YB and food?
Well,
I mean, it's...
that guy's crazy. First of all, that guy is like, he's one of a kind. And I remember once when we got, you know, it wasn't like 2 minutes out of the airplane that he was already like buying stuff in some vending machines, and it was like willing to try everything in such a, it was like a rampage of food. And some people were talking to him because they wanted to buy stuff as well, some Japanese people, and but he was so into it that he was in front of like the machine and looking at everything and trying and tasting, and so it was the beginning of a trip. And from that very moment, we knew that we were up for quite a ride with this guy.
And how did it continue?
Well, he was always running everywhere and inventing like, oh, I need to go there, I gotta do this, wait for me 5 minutes, I'll be back, it's really urgent. And finally he was just coming back with some stuffs in his beard in different colors or shapes I would never saw before, and a lot of bags, and he was always kind of tasting different things. Even if we were kind of filming sceneries, and where we was just like having kind of food.
Oh, okay, yeah. There were
He had like bags, like
food and train, yeah.
Yeah, on his huge bag. So, and he was filming, and then he got stuck because of one of those bags. So that was very funny. And I said, dude, are you in that position because you're traveling with so much food with you? And that was quite crazy, but nothing like, let's call it the hot dog incident.
Yeah, this is what I wanted you to talk about. I think you're the best one to talk about it.
Oh, yeah? Well, it's easy. We had like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, I think, between two trains we needed to catch. And in Japan, I mean, we were so much on a tight schedule. We didn't have time to do, we cannot miss a train. So YB just decided, okay, I have 40 minutes, plenty of time. So he went there, buy, I don't know how, like, I think 6 or 12 hot dogs.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, 12. And all different hot dogs. And then he came back, and then, like, we needed to leave. Like, it took 40 minutes basically just to go there and to order. So, and YB, the way he travels, he's got like 100 of bags and just a lot of crazy stuff.
It's like a living, walking shrine. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Oh, yeah. If you want, like, just like he's traveling with like a table, or with a chair, a motorcycle, and his yeah, exactly. So that's quite crazy,
Yeah, so now we needed to go, because we wanted to film Alex getting in a train and with all the people and all that. So YB grabs all his stuffs, but
12 hot dogs.
Yeah, logically the thing would have been to just leave the food there, grab the stuff, and just run and do the thing, because we had 2 weeks. It was crazy. So, but YB, no, forget about that. He needed to bring his hot dogs. He grabs the whole thing. His hot dogs are there. And he was running in the stairs, in the people.
Because the hot dogs were in plates, not in bags.
Yeah.
They weren't made. They weren't meant to go, but for here.
And when trains are arriving in Japan, I mean, it's just so many people coming out of there, and so many people that wants to get in there at the same time. It's just crazy. And YB was running in the stairs with all the people, all of his bags. Needed to fix his camera, eating hot dogs. It was mustard coming down on him, on his beard, on his material. It was like, man, it was a hot dog stand climbing up the stairs. Can you imagine?
And you need to understand with all the people, you know, with trains and stuff, it's like trying to, you know, to juggle with eggs in a Sex Pistols concert, you know. So that was the situation for YB, you know. And believe it or not, he didn't drop like a hot dog, but everything was like covered with ketchup and mustard and everything, and he was laughing. He was laughing so much, and I still remember his face. You know, obviously his mouth was full of food, the hot dogs, and he was looking at me, laughing at the situation, and while laughing, he had like so much crap around, and everybody was looking at him just like, you know what? Who's that guy?
Especially in Japan, because people, they just got a nice and fancy way of eating and treating food, but
yeah.
Oh, but YB had a fancy way to use chopsticks as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it's the first person. Well, Miriam, she's quite something too, but
yeah.
It's more like a mechanic problem.
Yeah.
But YB is like, you know, it's like he's dipping something, and he doesn't understand, you know, that you're having sticks, so your fingers ain't supposed to be covered with food. So it means that, you know, you're just trying to take that as, you know, like a way to grab more food.
Yeah.
You know, it's like almost a cover-up to grab food in your hand and just like do that. But
It's all about passion.
And I think that the craziest moment, he was trying all that stuff, and he went to, I don't know where, I think it was like a convenience store or something, and he bought something, and so he ate it, and he said, oh, you know, that's special, but that's good, you know, that's like little fruits and flavor. And then I look at the wrapping, and it was soap.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just like a bar of soap, and I said, "Wibe, you're eating soap right now." Oh man, that's so good. No, I mean it's not supposed to. You know, you're not supposed to eat that. I said, "Oh really? Oh okay." And then a little later, I realized that he bought like a couple of bars of that, and he was eating them. Yeah, that's the most.
something.
Yeah, hot dogs was funny, and then after that it was scary.
Yeah, it turned out to be scary.
Yeah, exactly. Just like okay. That was quite something.
Do you want to keep talking about YB and food? Because there was a good story with a soup in Okinawa.
Yeah, but YB, the highlight of YB's trip was that he was able to do like a lot of noise while like eating soba thing, and he was like so freaking loud. I think he was like trying to break like the world record of, you know, of noise while drinking soup, or that was crazy. And he was like bragging around with everybody, and everybody was looking at him just like, who's that crazy fellow? And so he had one drink that makes so much noise, and we were in Okinawa, and then just put like, we had like very hot sauce. I said, put it in there, put it in there. And so finally I put in another ball and said, oh man, let's do it again. I'm going to do like a video of it. And, hey man, like he was like,
Everything went out of his mouth on the table.
Because he doesn't stand like
Yeah,
spicy
stuff. And in Japan, I mean, you know, it was. I would say that for them it was the first time that they would witness such
a guy
thing.
rejecting
Definitely at
with
the table.
With so much passion, rejecting like liquid from his mouth.
Yeah, you can be sure of that.
While like being like like screaming, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?"
Yeah, I'm sure they're still talking about that right now. It was so funny.
Yeah,
so funny. Yeah, but I have another anecdote. I mean, the way the last morning.
About food again?
No.
Okay.
It's not food. Well, some people here were eating, and Jonathan decided that it was time to Skype.
Okay.
The people here, and while everybody.
That's very nice.
Yeah, but for us, you know, we gotta understand the time difference. People here, it was 7:30 at night having lunch just out there, but for us, we just woke up. It was 8:30 in the morning. Alex was just coming out of the shower, and we were hearing, "Hey, how are you guys?" with a lot of excitement, and then somebody says, "Hey, is Alex in underwear?" And the guy was walking in front of the. Nobody was knowing that John was Skyping, you know, and Alex was in underwear just walking, and everybody was laughing and seeing that. But for us, exhausted, tired, the end of the trip, you know, it's the worst thing that could have happened to us.
and everybody's like all excited, "Hey!" And then after that, it was just like my ass all over the place, and everybody was talking. It wasn't about Japan anymore. It was all about Alex's ass. "Ah, that's so cool! Hey, look, man!" And you can imagine, like Ben and Seth, you know, they're always pretty excited, you know, when they're being able to see my ass, which is a problem, by the way. And then, yeah, so.
I guess it means you need to change the kind of underwear you're wearing. Wearing a thong won't help
I'm
them.
not wearing a thong. I'm sorry. And because we were in Japan, I was actually wearing underwears.
Nice.
So, for the people knowing me a little more personally, they know that, you know, I'm a very natural guy.
But now everybody knows you.
See? Full commando, baby.
Yeah, full commando.
And other naked stories? What, YB maybe?
No, he was pretty cool about that. You know, that's probably the only thing he didn't, you know, that's probably the only cultural line. Yeah, exactly.
It was too busy with food. Food was a problem, but at least it avoided other problems.
Yeah. And I think that it's about YB another time we were like filming, and they had like all those signs, you know, things not to do, and it was like, I think it was like maybe like 15 signs of things forbidden things, you know. And then so we did our thing, and we came back, and then I witnessed that. I just saw that. I'm just looking at that huge panel with all those signs, and with YB, and thinking about everything that I've seen and witnessed YB doing, and I think like 13 out of 15 were definitely like
we crossed the line.
Yeah, exactly.
13 times.
And I was looking at the two, and he was trying to figure how to do things, you know, just to make sure that he had like 100% wrong. That was very funny. Yeah.
Always flirting with, you know.
Chaos.
Yeah, exactly. So things were always kind of about to end up very strangely.
Yeah.